Okay, greeting guys, welcome back to another episode on your Dr. DIY channel. So today we have a task to be done. It's Mazda CX5 2.0 two-wheel drive year 2013. So what we have now is we have the oil separator which is leaking. This is the oil separator. I believe there is a gasket, right? So the oil is basically leaking all over here, right? So we got to remove this and change the gasket. However, there is no spare part. So to get to this oil separator, there is some work to be done. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. What we can see here is basically we have removed the undercarriage cover, right? However, the leakage is suspected from here. If you can see, I'm pointing here, this guy here. I'm pointing at this guy. That is the oil separator. You can see if I put my hand inside, okay, and if I just do that, right, now you can see the oil. Okay, in order to remove this oil separator, there are a number of things to be done, because if I'm not mistaken, there are 4 nuts, okay, closing that. So first thing is we have to disconnect the battery terminal, so which we will be doing that. After disconnecting the battery, we are going to open the distributor and we are going to open the intake manifold, right? And we also have to remove this coolant reservoir, right, so that we will have some space to work with. Okay, so we have taken out the reservoir. So we have also removed the clips, right, which holds the wire to the manifold. Okay, you can see, just remove it. Just put a test pan inside and just turn it. You just take a plier and pull this out. Okay, so we are not going to remove the wires entirely because the screws can be seen. So we got 1 screw, 2, 3, inside here 1, okay, 4 inside here, and then at the bottom 5. So this thing will come out. The battery has been disconnected before this works have been carried out. The air filter rubber hose has been taken out. Last screw is at the middle here, size 10 also. So I think this screw is the longest. Okay, so overall we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 similar screws, which is all at the top, and at the bottom we got 1 long screw, all size 10. Okay, so we have loosened up the screws. So you see, once I move the manifold, a few things is still contacted with the manifold, such as the distributor, okay, this hose, you can see. Okay, so we are going to disconnect this hose, these 2 hoses first, and then we are going to disconnect this wire here to this sensor. Okay, the intake manifold have been taken out, so you can see the oil, right, all is coming out. Basically this is the oil separator, this guy. Okay, so you got size 8 screws, 4, 1, 2, down 3, and then here 4. So you got to take that out and see what is happening. Okay, so this car now is at 165,000 kilometers, and you can see, you can look inside, it's rather very dirty. You can see, it's very dirty. So we will find a way how to clean this. And this is the intake manifold. You can see the intake manifold also is rather dirty inside. Okay, so we will see how we can clean it. Okay, so the oil separator has been removed. Okay, so we got 4 identical size 8 screws. Okay, so this is how the oil separator looks like. Okay, so if you can see, okay, there is oil leakage below here because there is a gasket inside here. It has already been hardened, okay, over use of time, right? So that is where the oil seeps through and basically goes down. Okay, so it might give a technician a false diagnosis,
the distributor,
such that
screws,
the oil sump is actually leaking. And the distributor looks rather clean, okay, with minimum carbon deposits. So just a minimum. So we are just going to gently clean here with the detergent or a degreaser. Okay, not to basically put the degreaser here because this is the electronic module. This thing now is free from all electronics and electrical sensors. Okay, so we are going to wash this thing with degreaser. So we are going to use a steel brush now to clean the surface of the engine block. Okay, whatever we can clean, huh? So you can see before it's black color. So we are gently going to just put it in. And then we will go. You can see after the cleaning with the steel brush, okay, you can see the dirt develop. Let me just focus. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so you can see this is all dirt. Yes, these are all the debris which was sitting down on this surface. Okay, so these are all the debris collected here. So how we are going to take out? By just means of vacuum. Okay, vacuum will do the job. So we have a vacuum now. Okay, cylinder head number 1. Let's go near. Let's see. Number 1. This is number 1, Number 1 and number 1. So these two, we soak it overnight. These two is done. So we have put in the degreaser into piston number 2 and piston number 4. So we have left it overnight. So let's just take it out now using this bleeding kit. Okay, so this does not do the job well because it's rather short. It cannot enter to the deep surface. Okay, to the deep, because this is quite deep. So we have modified a tool. So basically we have connected the steel brush to the extension bit, and we have did a copper brazing, right? So I think this is rather strong. So let's see how the job goes. Before we go, we have to take out this. Okay, this is after. Let's see now. So this is before. Okay, you can see how dirty, and this is after. So we have cleaned up the surface and the inner compartment, right, with a degreaser. We have wiped it clean, and so now we are going to fix back the new cover. Okay, this is the part number, right? This is the oil separator cover, so we are going to fix it back. In this time we are going to apply adhesive, right? So this is the adhesive we are using. Okay, so we have placed the glue, then place the gasket, and then place another layer of glue, right? So this is how it looks like. So we are going to screw it back in using this size 10 nuts. Okay, so we have already cleaned all the 4 cylinders, which is going to 8 valves. So this is valve number 1, valve number 2, valve number 3, valve number 4. Okay, I'll put the camera like this. Okay, valve number 5, valve number 6, valve number 7, and valve number 8. So we have to fix the parts of the gasket, the new gasket. One number is here. So the old gasket is this. The new gasket is this. The old gasket and the new gasket is the new one. Okay, so everything has been fixed back to the best of the knowledge as how it was opened. So the battery terminal has been connected, all the sensors, sockets has been double checked, the tubes all has been fixed back. So now is the moment of truth to start the car. So let's see how is everything. Okay, so yeah, fine. So all the sensors are initiating. Okay, let's see whether the engine vibrates. Alright, so far so good. Okay, this side door is open. Okay, there is all okay. Okay, so we just need to go for a test drive now.